is my natural hair story, my journey, or whatever. I started chemically processing my hair in the 8th grade. I got my hair processed for the first time. I was 13. So that was like April 2015.
Oh my God! Mamma mia! Now that's a lot of damage!
April 2015, I got my hair relaxed for the first time because I found that as you get older, you find that you have to start learning how to take care of your hair by yourself. And I always struggled to do my own hair. So before that point, like, my sister was doing my hair for me. Big sis, shout out. And you know, obviously before that, our mom did all of our hair. So obviously, to transition from having your mom do your hair to your sister doing your hair to having to learn how to do your hair yourself, it's a really big change, especially when you never really practice doing hair. So for me, my middle school hairstyles consisted of really just like your typical like pineapple poof.
What? Child. Anyway, so
Straight hair, but it was really just like, it really just looked blown out because that's how our hair was operating back in those days. So 3 months later, it was already starting to grow out because I think the relaxer we used was not like super strong. It just kind of like grew out, wear out.
Because I can't speak English. The hair grew out and became worn out. Worn. W-O-R-N. Worn. Can you use it in a sentence? Shaniqua's wig was raggedy because it was worn out. Worn.
Especially during those months, because like, if you
live in Canada, you would know.
if you live in Canada, you know that the weather here is horrendous. Horrendous, okay? You know that when it's spring, summer,
It's hot. It's hot. Okay.
we're melting, okay? So that weather conditioning, apparently the weather needs to take care of its hair because the weather conditioning, you know, the humidity of spring and the heat of summertime, and then on top of that you had PE, you know, physical education, gym class. Having relaxed hair, newly relaxed hair, plus the Canadian heat, plus physical education, and sweating for no reason at all, what does those 4 things equal? Hair that looks
disgusting.
Disgusting hair. So it was almost as if I didn't get my hair processed within like 2 months of having it processed, which obviously led to the next process. Whatever months later, I got it relaxed again, and it kind of had the same effect with the same sweating out because I get hot real easy. Thank you, sweat glands, for always making my hair poofy for no reason at all. One of my really good friends, not gonna say her name. So anyway, I don't know why she thought I was born with straight hair. I never told her that. I never said that. I don't know. I think she lost a brain cell in that math class of ours, and science really didn't do anything for us because biology sucked. But this girl thought I was born with straight hair, and I'm here thinking, wow, you're smart, man. Like, do you see the color of my skin? And it's not even like she was like Caribbean. Not gonna say what. And I'm not saying she's the kind, you know, that has like hair like mine. But you know, you should have known, girl. You should have known. So she felt lied to the first time. She felt lied to. Those are her words. She felt lied to because I made her think that my hair was straight when in fact it wasn't, because it literally was like blown out straightened. I never told her my hair was straight. I never said that. I don't know why she thought it was. So to this day, me and her always still talk about the fact that in grade 9, when we were becoming friends, she thought my hair was straight. I blame it the chemicals. She blames it on me. I don't know why, but it's okay. Processed by some pop down dollar store chemical straightening kit thingy that I bought. I don't know why I bought it. That's a good question. I don't know why. I feel like I bought it when I was in middle school, but like I don't even know. But like that thing stinked. Ooh, the smell was, ooh. We ain't gonna talk about that. Then obviously from that point on, we were kind of like, what we're gonna do with your hair? And it was still kind of like tough to go through because sweat glands. So we're like, yo, we're going to the hairdresser. So me and my mama decided to skirt down to the hairdresser, and we're like, yo, what can we do about these struggles of hair? And she's like,
You can get a perm. We're like, oh, okay.
and like that was the start of that. I got my hair permed twice because that stuff will, so between the time before the perm, as far as I'm concerned, we were texturizing my hair, as I probably mentioned before, which I did. And that happened somewhere in the 10th grade and like the start of the 11th grade. But the reason why we did not continue relaxing or relaxing or perming my hair is because the intensity of those chemicals. Those chemicals are made to make your hair straight for a long time. Obviously, you have to continuously like repeat the process, but like the chemicals are so strong that like you feel your hair. After the second time I got my hair permed, we decided to stop perming it because one, it was expensive because we were getting it done at the salon and that woman charges heavy. I'm not gonna name names. Ooh. But I'm joking. You didn't hear that. So it was,
we stopped perming my hair because we were doing the relaxing and texturizing at home, but the relaxer we went to the salon because we didn't want to go and buy relaxer and then like perhaps ruin my hair. Not that we weren't doing that already. But we stopped doing that because it was expensive. It was like $80 or something, $50 or $80. I don't even remember. I think it was 80. Was it 80? What? From $80? I feel like it was 80. Yeah, honestly, it probably anywhere from $50 to $80. No offense, sorry, she's probably watching. But like anywhere from $50 to $80. That's how expensive it was just to have a perm plus the hair straightening. But it's like, really, should we? Why? That's making my pockets hurt like the TikTok song, bruh.
Make his pockets hurt.
We stopped going to get my hair perm because it's expensive. And obviously,
it's making my hair damaged, like you could tell, because like when it would literally, my hair would be straight, it would get straightened. But here's the weird thing. My hair would get permed and straightened. I don't know what kind of straightener she uses, but it only looks good when you're at the salon, and as soon as you leave, your hair is looking like a hot bird's nest. In grade 11, I had gym, that was first semester, something like that. And obviously, that meant in high school, you have the same class every day in a different order, which meant I was sweating just about every day, which means my perm was sweating out. And when I got my perm done, gym class was horrendous, bro. The sweat, the hair, the smell, all my hat smelled like perm, my head smelled like perm, the stink was terrible. So, gym plus perm, bad mix. It was not bad in middle school with the relaxer. But high school and sweat with the perm, she gotta go. So, after we texturized my hair one last time, which means I texturized my hair about 3 to 4-ish, maybe even 5 times in my lifespan of processed hair. And the one last time, it was just so that like, we didn't even use, we might use the straightening time for the texturizer, but I don't know, it was just to get like some type of nutrition back. Because my mama always thought that using a texturizer box versus a relaxer or perm is more of a healthy option, which is kind of true because there's a curly hair option in it.
But like, that's not the point. It's still bad. It's chemicals.
So, we did that. And then I was like, you know what? Every time I washed my hair, I would notice that it was really weird. The curl pattern definitely changed a lot from middle school and then obviously from when I was younger. So that was a big like, what are these chemicals doing to my hair? Because the curl pattern was really weird. It went from really, like, I would say like tight curls to very loose curls. And what am I saying about loose curls are nice too, but it's like it wasn't even nice. I felt like a bowl of spaghetti because the way it was, like, it was so bad. And mama didn't believe me when I said my hair was damaged because the way she saw the curls was, oh, they're just wiggly, you know, they're like wavy. Now I'm like, no. The hair in the roots, okay, it was like fluffy, like my hair before all the chemicals. Then like mid-section hair, like wavy-ish, kind of curly. And then like right at the bottom, we had, it stopped. We had like this straight piece and then like the little curl at the bottom. And it was so annoying. And I wanted to cut it all off and just like restart the process of good hair because it was so frustrating. It was so annoying. Like, I wanted to wear curls nicely. Like, all the other girls who had nice curls. And I couldn't because of these damaged ends. My mama didn't want to believe me. So slowly, me and homegirl, we had to start slowly, little inchies, in the scrapes.
Oh, she belongs to the
In the scrapes. Cutting off my damaged ends in the secret so that it wasn't suspicious. And obviously, from late grade 11 into grade 12, I started going natural. But there's a part of me that feels like at the start of the 12th grade, like I had my hair chemically processed. But like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Because I'm pretty sure that was grade 11. Nah, see, I know what I'm talking about now. Okay. So grade 11, like literally like for back to school, like that's when I got my hair like perm for like the last time. And then we texturized it sometime later, and then later on I was like, you know, forget all that. And then I went to grade 12, my senior year, with natural hair, and it was growing out all nicely. I would wear my hair in buns, like nice little buns, when it was warmish. So obviously early September, it was still kind of warm because it's still summer. That's how Canada works. And then late September, October, November, December, January, February, a little bit of March, hair was probably straightened in the beanies, just because I can't wear a beanie with like puffy hair. It never works, and it makes your head hotter than it already is. So I think most of the time I have my hair straight in the winter just so I can wear my beanies, even though it's like,
oh my gosh, you're really wet heat.
But it's like, at least I'm not ruining with chemicals, right?
So that was that. So my senior year of high school, I was on a journey to natural hair, and I don't know why my friends didn't really notice. Because one of our other friends, when she started going natural, because her hair was perm. Two of my friends and I's friends, I don't know how you say that, but two really good friends of mine, they also went natural because for years they were perming their hair, but not like, I permed my hair for less time, well, processed my hair for less time. They were processing their hair for years. Like, so for the two of them, like, their hair was perm from the day I met them and before, all the way up until like some part of high school, and they were just like, yo, snip, we're starting fresh. I was like, yo, good for y'all, man. I feel like a lot of my friends kind of want to go natural, if like the ones who feel the need to do the big chop. But I never really had that big chop experience because it was, I couldn't. Some people in my life were going to come for my neck piece if I cut off a vast amount of hair.
because when I was like 8 years old, I would decide to like slowly snip chunks of my hair off because I really wanted like somewhat shorter hair, because I was over my long hair for some reason. When you're a kid, you do some crazy things, bro. Worst decisions of my life. And then that was that. And people found out. But also when I was younger, I don't know how old I was, but I had this huge knot of hair in the back of my head. I don't know why, I don't know where it came from. It just happened. It was really big. I'm not lying when I tell you it was like huge. My mom doesn't remember it, but I literally distinctly remember my dad cutting it off in the bathroom. So what can I say? After that moment, I decided some years later that I was going to start cutting my hair because I wanted everything to be even, bent, something like that patch in the back that didn't have as much hair. And apparently it was very noticeable because a lot of grown-ups in my life were like, "You cut off all your hair." And I was like, how they know? Is it that obvious? Oh my gosh, I'm bald.
Even months later after the slow chops, like you have to wait for it to grow out. You know, that new growth stuff. That stuff is horrible to comb. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Whoa, bald head. So if you ever chemically process your hair, you're gonna experience having new growth, which is just new hairs coming from your scalp to replace the terrible ones that are damaged. But if you ever cut your new growth, I got questions because now you've got a bald spot. Good job. But yeah, so
It could be a vibe.
it could be a vibe. Just shape it up nice. Yeah, so basically months after doing those little chops, I'd wait for my hair to grow out a bit and then like wash it and just see all the parts where I had a lot of not split ends because like everyone got splits, but damaged ends that were still there. Because even like months after my journey started, obviously it takes time for your hair to rejuvenate itself and revitalize its proteins. If you ever pluck out a healthy piece of hair out of your head, you'll see a little white dot on it. That's a good protein. If there's none, that means your hair was dead. So sometimes when you comb your hair just comes out. It's like dead hair. Don't worry about it. You're not going bald. Unless you are, then you need some help, sweetheart. But yeah, we cut off any old stale hair that we found along the way, and I believe I have no more damaged hair ends as far as I'm concerned. The last time I washed my hair was a couple of days ago. Not a couple, like 2, but you know, a few days back and not like 3. But you know, the point here is my hair is living its best life, and you know what I've learned from chemically processing my hair for 4 years, 4-ish kind of years, like a solid 3.5 years, but like 4-ish years. What that has taught me is that you need to learn to love your hair for what it is. Like the hair you're born with, it's not necessarily the hair you're gonna like live with the rest of your life. Cause let's be honest, bruh, I wasn't born with my hair like this. I wasn't born with the hair I grew up with. I actually had really straight hair when I was born, and I think that's one of the reasons why throughout my life I constantly find myself wishing I was still having straight hair. Like literally from I was born till probably like just a little bit under a year old, my hair was practically slick to my head. Really Caucasian straight hair, but like also kind of like Indian straight hair. But keep in mind, you know, this multi-ethnical girl's hair is different. So basically I grew up a lot of parts of my life, especially when some people from elementary school were like,
Have you ever straightened your hair? Oh my gosh, you should straighten your hair.
and I felt some type of pressure or something to have straight hair. Well then when I got straight hair, it wasn't all that, because now they want to be us. Look at this. Y'all wish y'all had to. But yeah, so I've learned through my journey of my natural hair into my chemically processed hair, back into my natural hair, that the best version of yourself is the one you're born with. Okay? You don't need to change your hair unless you want to. But if you're going to change your hair, please don't chemically process it, honey. Please don't. It's really bad for your hair. You can literally have hair fall out on so many levels. You can go bald. Chemicals are dangerous, kids. Okay, stay away from chemicals. So, I'm going to leave y'all with some tips.
Taking care of your hair, is that what I said? Yo, I don't even know what I said still. I really don't know what I just said. Those 3 things I'm like, I'm going to tell you guys about. I don't remember what I said. So let's just talk about stuff, because I don't know.
1, in order to take care of your hair, you want to make sure you're using products that are good for your hair. Products that are most likely infused with good ingredients. That while my hair was processed, I found that using Caucasian based brands really did make my hair somewhat softer, but that's probably because it was processed. So I'm not gonna tell you, if your hair is processed, use Caucasian products. Like, I'm not gonna tell you that. I feel like you should probably use whatever you're using already, just to like have your hair still used to it, so it's not like this drastic change. But for me, I know coming down from processed hair back into natural hair, it was definitely a switch back, because I went from natural hair products ish to Caucasian products to like half Caucasian, half
natural hair products.
Natural hair products. There we go.
Caucasian though, cause the Caucasian, quote unquote Caucasian.
Okay,
for like,
I said quotation marks on the Caucasian. The Caucasian. Dude, I'm so
like not. Let's. I can't say straight hair. Like ethnocentric. You want to be politically correct here.
I've been saying Caucasian this whole time, dude. I can't switch it up now.
No.
Okay, I'ma just spit the brands. Okay, I was using some Pantene, some Tresemme, some Garnier. Okay, I was using the products that are known to be ethically catered products. Okay, so amongst those brands, there's a vast majority of people with hair of the sort, African American type hair, you know what I'm saying, who are not able to use those products from those brands and others because it was just not made for our hair, because a lot of those products are actually really dehydrating. There you go. So when your hair is processed, it's a whole different thing. Like, your hair is now straight, there's probably less moisture going on. So I found that while my hair was processed, I did find myself using a lot of those brand typed products to help with the chemical feel of my hair. So,
You know, I had to use something.
but anyways, so in order to make sure your hair is healthy, I really highly suggest, after all that foolishness I was just talking about, highly suggest just finding hair products that are good for your hair specifically. Like, if you just did the big chop, good on you, mate. We are proud that you are deciding to go on a journey to natural hair, to embrace your roots and your roots. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god!
Not everything that works for me is going to work for you, so I just highly suggest you figure out what kind of hair you have, and then find products that are going to work for you, and then like figure out like the smells you like, because you don't want to be using a product that you don't like the smell of. Like, some people in my house, me? I ain't talking about you. Okay. Yeah, some people don't like the smell of coconut or vanilla. And
why do you have the products there?
Don't put oil in your hair and then go right out into the sun. Like, you're definitely going to burn your hair, you're going to burn your scalp. And you might even burn your scalp more than a chemical would if you put oil in your hair and go out in the sun. You're practically setting yourself up to be a fried egg. I'm sorry, but it's true. There's nothing I can tell you about that, man. Don't grease your head and go out in the sun when it's like 32 degrees outside, man. Celsius, not Fahrenheit, because we're Canadian. Don't do it.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it, girl.
A lot of people like wash and goes. Personally, me, I don't do wash and goes. I can't. I get sick if I do. We all get sick if we do. It's just something in the Canadian air, man. It's too cold. We can't do wash
Other
and
than
goes.
like getting sick, like my hair is gonna be tangled.
It's gonna be tangled. It's gonna be the dry, yo, water in our hair. 1 minute it's dripping wet. 2 minutes later, it might as well be the Sahara Desert, man. It is like a tumbleweed up in that joint. But yeah. So I don't recommend you like just leave water in your hair, because even though water is technically moisture, sometimes water is the wrong kind of moisture. So sometimes what happens when you just leave water in your hair is it actually dries your hair more than it moisturizes it. So I had to find that out the hard way. Sometimes I just spray water in my hair just to have it like kind of wet, to like have a certain look. And I found that my hair was getting way more dry than it would be if I didn't put the water in it. And I found that really weird. So I changed it up a little bit. So personally for me, something that has helped me grow my hair, and it's not necessarily going to work for everyone else, but what has helped me grow my hair out, and a lot of people I know ask me,
what do you put in your hair to make it grow so much? Oh my gosh, I love that your hair's grown so much. Like, remember when you cut off all your hair that one time?
I'm like, I wasn't bald, y'all. Calm down. Like, my hair didn't even go up above my ears. Like, y'all being extra. But a lot of people have asked me what I used in my hair, and I always tell them, rose water and coconut oil, man. That's what it was. It's rose water and coconut oil. That's what I was using. That's all I was using. I would put rose water in a spray bottle, spritz, 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 put coconut oil, style my hair. I was good. I was Gucci. I was doing it for like forever, like a whole year. Basically, just about my entire senior year of high school, that's basically what was in my hair. It was basically coconut oil and rose water. That's basically what the entirety of my hair product was, exception of whatever I was using to wash my hair with and like slightly moisturize after, or when I straightened my hair. But like literally, my go-to was like rose water and coconut oil. That's what I was using. Rose water is good for detangling your hair. However, rose water does not come in like large quantities, so you can't find like a cooking oil bottle's worth of rose water or coconut oil.
They tell you about your hair like it's too big, it's too frizzy, it's too curly, or whatever they might say to you. Just always remember that your hair makes you unique, and no matter how big your hair may be, or how short your hair may be, or the length of your hair, the curl pattern of your hair, how loose it is, how tight it is, how wavy it is, how straight it might be, like it doesn't matter. Like, just accept who you are and what your hair makes you as an individual. Don't let what people say define you about yourself. Don't let society's standards of beauty define what you think is perfection. Don't think that you need straight hair to blend in with your friends or just the people around you or your family. Like, if you're of like a mixed background and the family that you are mostly around has mostly straight hair, and they was like, oh, you should straighten your hair, like, don't even stress about that. Like, don't. You do not need to have straight hair to be beautiful. So just own your hair, love your hair, take care of your hair, take care of yourself, because that's all that matters. I don't know what other things I was going to talk about, but it all falls out under everything. Just be you and have fun with it. I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe or whatever, or don't. It's okay.